Okay, so hello, welcome. In this video, we're going to introduce a new dynamic programming pattern, and that's going to be called the 01 knapsack, to be precise. So first of all, let's remember the fractional knapsack problem that we encountered when we were learning greedy algorithm. So let me just remind us what the fractional knapsack was. So in the fractional knapsack, we were asking ourselves, what is the maximum profit that one can make from a knapsack of maximum weight? I'm going to say 12 here, but this could be any number. But the one thing you need to note is that each and every one of the items can be divided or fractionalized to fit the knapsack. And then we had this type of items. So one good example of where this question might apply, let's imagine I'm a vendor. I sell liquids, for example. So I'm either selling drinks and I'm deciding out of the juices or sodas that I have, which one am I going to take for to the market to sell? And I have 1 liter of juice one, and it's going to give me a profit of two. Or I have 3 liters of juice two that can give me a profit of four. 5 liters of juice three that can give me a profit of seven, or 7 liters of juice four and that can give me a profit of 10. And this could be different drinks, whether it's a Gatorade, whether it's a Fanta, so or whether it's a Monster, and we expect different profits from each and every one of them like that. But the good thing about liquids is we can fractionalize. So if I can only carry 12 liters with me, it means, and that's the maximum weight I can carry as an individual going to the market. It means I'll try to take the ones that maximize profits as much as possible, and whatever amount is going to remain. So whatever weight I can carry, I'll just take a portion of the final liquid there. So if I'm going to take D, C, and then I remain with only 2 kg, and B is my next possible drink to take, I'll take 2/3 of B, and I'll have done that. So if you remember when you were thinking about the fractional knapsack, we did say that all you have to do is use the greedy approach. And because we're trying to maximize profit here, we'll take a greedy approach that is looking at profits per weight as the priority here. And how do we calculate profits per weight? We'll simply be taking this row of profits divide by the weights there. So, and I get the value. So this is going to be the value per kg of each and every single item. So item A, we have a value of 2, and you can see that sort of division works for all other items there. Okay, so that's going to be my fractional knapsack approach. We're going to take the greedy approach because whatever weight is remaining at the end of the day, I can just take a portion of the remaining liquid, of the remaining item, whatever it is. Just know these ones can be fractionalized. So how do we solve the knapsack? So let's look at it here. So in my core problem here, we have a maximum weight of 12. And this is now my full table after including the profits versus weights there. So my weight is equal to 12 now. I choose the item with the highest profit, and this is going to be item A. And so I'm able to get, so I'm going to choose the whole of item A, which means like I'm going to choose the whole of A, just 1 kg there, or 1 liter there, however you want to think about it. And the profit I can get, I'm going to get from it is going to be 2. And then now the remaining weight I have is going to be 11. So it's going to be 12 minus the weight of that item 1. So I remain with 11. So I now choose the next valuable item. And the next valuable item to me, I'm looking at this bottom column here, is this one, which is 1.428 as well. And so I'm going to choose item D. And so it means if I choose the whole of item D, I end up getting 10 as the profit. So my total profit is going to be 2 plus 10 to give me 12. And now I remain with 11, which was my previous weight, minus 7, which is the weight of D. So I remain with 4. And then I choose the next valuable item, which is going to be item C here at 1.4. But then when I'm choosing item C, I realize one thing. We cannot fit the whole of C into my knapsack because I only have 4 kgs left, or 4 liters left to carry. The one thing I should take note here is I can only carry a portion. So because C cannot fit, we fractionalize it. So we're going to take 4/5 of C. So that's going to be the available weight I have versus the total weight of C. So that's going to be my formula, which means even on the profit, we are only going to make the profit that we had thus far, which was 12, plus 4/5 times the profit we're going to get from C, which is 7. So once again, I can only carry 4/5. So that's the weight of my knapsack that's remaining versus the weight of C in total. So 4/5 is going to be the fraction times the total profit I could have gotten from the full liquid there. And so after doing this math, I get 17.6. So that's how we solve the fractional knapsack, when we can fractionalize the n item there. But then, what is the 0-1 knapsack? The 0-1 knapsack is very similar to the knapsack problem. The only difference here is the items cannot be divided, and we only have two solutions here. It's either you include the item in your knapsack or you don't include the item in your end knapsack. So that's just a clear thing. Now, unlike liquids, let's imagine we were trying to, carry electronics. So probably I'm a vendor and I sell TVs, I sell home theaters, I sell sound systems, I sell washing machines and fridges. All these items have different weights. I can get different profits off of them. So I'm pretty much using the same. Let's say I can only carry, 8 kg while going to sell them. So I have a pickup truck that can only carry this amount of kgs. And so I have to choose the items that give me the maximum profit. So here I cannot fractionalize, which means I cannot, go ahead and just choose the item like that. Okay, so this is going to be the knapsack problem here, and this is what you're going to try to be solving in the next one. So very similar to the fractional knapsack, but it's 0-1. So it's either in the knapsack or not in the knapsack because you cannot fractionalize the end item there. In the next sort of video, I'm going to talk about the top-down approach, and I'm also going to talk about why we can't use the greedy approach in this problem as well.